I once got onto a bus with my two little sisters, and the bus driver asked me how old my children were. That would have been okay, but I was just 10 years old at the time. He thought my sisters were my daughters. And then on my first day visiting the secondary school that I was to attend, the other pupils thought that I was a teacher. And by this time, I'd reached the grand old age of 11. As a freakishly tall young person, at 10 years old, I was just 2 inches shorter than I am now. I was constantly being seen as different to the age that I was. And there's something discombobulating about it all. A case of mistaken identity, age inappropriate. Your body betraying your age, looking old when you're young. But we live in a society which says, look anything but your age. If you're a boy, you pray that soon you'll look like a strong, rugged man. And if you're a girl, you can't wait to grow up to be a sophisticated, ladylike woman. But as the years go by, we're told that we should all be in search of the elixir of youth, that we should do everything we can to look young when we're old. We're told that beauty is youth, that age is ugliness and decay and death, that wrinkles are wrong, that laughter lines mean you're losing, that grey hair is grotesque. Here's a picture of my grandmother. In a few months, shortly before I turn 30, she'll be turning 80. And when I look at her, I don't see failure. I don't have to rummage around her face to find beauty. I see beauty when I look at her. I see her story. I see a story with twists and turns and triumphs and hopes and war and dreams. I see eyes that have devoured thousands of books and memorized the storylines. I see where life began for her 7 children. I see lines scored by those all-family late-night gatherings where she would laugh until she cried at stories she has heard many times before. I see hands that sifted palm kernels to make oil during the dark, desolate days of war. I see skin that feels like home. When I'm 40, I hope I look my age, because it means I would have resisted the pressures which say that I should not. When I'm 40, I hope I look my age, because it means that by the time I get there, maybe, just maybe, I'll be living in a society which has woken up from its obsession with anti-aging, with being afraid of just living and just being. I hope that when I'm 40, we won't be spending £130 billion on trying to roll the years back in fear of looking old. Because my greatest fear isn't that when I'm 40, I will, shock horror, look my age. My fear is that there still won't be enough food for everyone. My fear is that the number of human beings in slavery will still stand at 27 million. My greatest fear is that, as is predicted, 140 million children will be married off just because they are girls. My greatest fear is that in a decade's time, nothing will have changed. When I'm 40, I want to look my age because, in the grand scheme of things, that's okay. It's good, in fact. It's great. Because the alternative to aging is not living. When I'm 40, I hope I'll be comfortable with being me. I hope my face and body will continue to tell my life stories. I hope I'll embrace 40 and feel beautiful in it. Because as the writer of Ecclesiastes says, he has made everything beautiful in its time. Thank you.